Glitterhelm Caverns. Hello everybody, this is Lifeline. I figure I'd give you a brief run through of how to farm mana and XP in Glitterhelm Caverns, the bonus stage that you open from completing all of the campaign missions. Now this mission can give fantastic mana and XP per minute. It's preferred that you have a higher level squire to do this. Certainly makes things much simpler. People have been talking on the forums that they can do this with about a level 40 squire. It's just, I wasn't able to do it level 40, and it's going to be very difficult if you try. Just kind of follow along here with where I'm placing stuff. Alright, now I won't be racing for time like I normally do when I'm farming this for XP and mana, but this is it for this side of the map. As you can see, I'm on the north end of the map. It's pretty simple, 2 bouncers and 4 ballistas, or harpoons as they're called. And we should have 100 mana left over when we head to the rest of the map. Now I like to skip all that and hit it on the way back. It just seems like it makes things go faster. Alright, now for reference, this bouncer I always put between this block and this mushroom here. It's pretty, a lot of it is just making sure that when ogres come out, the distance between your bouncer and your turrets, my bowling balls and eventually some harpoons, that there's enough distance here that they don't get hit when the ogre is beating on your bouncer. So always put my bouncer there, and I back up to right where this rock is at, and it juts out a little bit here, and this is where I create my line, and I build everything back from there. It works out well, and you don't have to follow exactly where I put them. Just create enough room between your bouncers and your turrets so that they don't get beat on. Here I'm doing the same thing. I put the bouncers more up on the steps because when I place my harpoons here, the ogre will throw his ranged attack, and if it hits down here, I had him back here before, and it would mess up my perfect score because my crystal was accidentally getting hit if my turrets were too far back. So I moved those up the stairs a little bit, and it's been working out well for me ever since. Generally, when you place bouncers, you want to favor more towards, or when you're placing 2, you want to favor more towards like the side of the wall. And if you're going to have any sort of gap, it should be more in the middle of the 2. It'll force them through, and they can be attacked on both sides versus being attacked on one side. Now, this mission took me so many times to get my harpoon placement right down here. I'll show you while it's happening. But the wyverns come in at such an odd angle from the spawn point off that way that it's very difficult to line up the harpoons to where they deal with them correctly. Alright, now I have 40 mana left. There's no chest. It's not letting me bring up my map. There's no chest left on the map, so you know you're done placing when you're at 40 mana left. And here we go. And sometimes I forget where I'm at, and then if I've placed everything correctly, I always have to check my leftover mana and make sure I'm not screwing up somewhere. Alright, my map is back. So to speed things up, I usually pick up mana as things are killed, and oh, looks like I got a hit in on my crystal down there. Yep. So to speed things up, especially if you're doing this for XP. You want to be building during your first wave as much as you can. God, they are just slipping by. I wonder how I screwed that up. You see where I'm placing these. Get yourself some nice spacing between your crystal and your harpoon turrets. And make sure there's no AoE hitting your crystal. Alright, pretty simple. It's got that covered. Now, mobs that come out of this door will not come this direction unless, for some reason, you're running through here during the wave phase and you can pick up aggro. So be very careful of that if you're leveling a low-level character and you run through here. You could pick up one or two, and even if you get over here, you think you've avoided them, they can follow over here, kind of de-aggro off of you, then they'll come down here and start beating on your crystal. Had that happen when I was leveling my apprentice, and I was doing like 8 damage with my staff. It was pretty pathetic. I almost lost just because of that. Alright, so we're going to be having 3 harpoons covering this crystal. Just like so. And these 3 should, as long as I've got in place correctly, I should have no problem with the wyverns coming in from that direction or that direction, and hopefully I'll be able to get my perfect crystal bonus at the end of the missions. Now this right here is kind of a tricky spot. This blade barricade will get beat on heavily by some ogres, and one problem I was running into is this thing was getting destroyed because my harpoons that were covering it were actually shooting at wyverns coming in. So what I do is I like to turn, you can see their field of fire, I like to turn them so that they can't shoot off that direction. They're only covering this little bridge here, so I don't have any issues with them. Oh, I'm out of mana. So I don't have any issues with them, shooting wyverns, shooting off in the air, missing, and then just letting my slice and dice get beat on. So looks like that. It's kind of weird looking, but it gets the job done. Now my average time